Saturday night, April 5, Championship Wrestling again returns to Baltimore at the Baltimore Civic Center on the 5th day of April. That Saturday night, scheduled, ladies and gentlemen, to lock up will be the battle of the undefeateds. Hulk Hogan, 6 feet 8 inches, 320 pounds of him, will be meeting the only other undefeated wrestler of substance in the one and the only Andre the Giant, in what is unquestionably a battle of the super heavyweights. From there, the World Wrestling Federation title up for grabs, as Bob Backlund is set to once again defend the title against the Olympic strongman, against Ken Patera. But now with us, here comes Fred Blasie, along with Hulk Hogan, and now, Fred Blasie, you, are you not, certainly jeopardizing the undefeated streak of Hulk Hogan, but yet you know full well, which is why you're taking the chance, I would suspect, that a victory over Andre the Giant would catapult this young man into being perhaps one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
McMahon, we all know that it eventually had to happen, because here, the two biggest men in wrestling today, both undefeated, as you said earlier. And as I know, this will be the biggest test my man will be put to. And when he defeats Andre the Giant, which I know he will because he's much faster and much smarter, then look out, the world title will be his, without a doubt. Right, Hulk?
Mr. Hogan, your comments, please, concerning Andre the Giant.
The titanic struggle is set. The stage is set. The battle of the giants. I have already called the weather department. I told him to set the Richter scale when it spins around 3 or 4 times. When I slam the giant, when I step on his face, when I drag him around the ring, they will not know it is not an earthquake. It is Andre the Giant falling to defeat. I've had many stepping stones in my way, Mr. McMahon, but now I've been chasing Andre the Giant for so long, I finally have him within my claps. When I clap these 24-inch arms, the power of the python, submission is the only condition of which I will beat the giant. The giant will fall, and then, after that, the Federation has no choice but to give me a match with Bob Backlund. The strap will be on the line. The giant will be down. I will be the only giant. I will be the only champion. And Fred Blasie will be the only winning manager.
Thank you.
We don't care if it's Bob Backlund or Ken Patera. All we want is the belt.
Fred Blasie along with Hulk Hogan. We may now, let's bring on the World Wrestling Federation title holder, Bob Backlund, returning here to Baltimore. The fans looking forward to your title defense.
It's always good to go back to Baltimore. I hate to miss any wrestling events in Baltimore, but I had other commitments. Boy, and I've got a tough man in this Ken Patera. You know, he's got great background as an athlete, a great background in amateur wrestling, and his weightlifting speaks for itself. The strongest man in the world, first man to press over 500 pounds, and man, he's really determined, Vince. He's been training for 2 years just on one thing, and that's getting this World Wrestling Federation belt away from myself. And I'm going to have my hands filled, Vince. It's not going to be no easy match.
Definitely will not be. You have many similarities with Ken Patera in regards to your amateur background, but one contrast certainly would be that when you put on a submission hold, Bob Backlund, you want to win the reason you do is to win a match.
Well,
when
yes,
Ken Patera puts it on, he wants to break an arm or a leg.
When you have a man, you got him down and you got him hurt enough to beat him, you beat him, and then that's what it's all about. But sometimes Ken Patera, he'll get that swinging neck breaker on him, and he'll try to hurt him as much as he can and even send him to the hospital. I just hope and pray that he doesn't do that to me, and I keep the title that night.
Thank you. Bob Backlund, ladies and gentlemen, set to defend the title in Baltimore, Maryland. If we may now, let's bring on the master of the swinging full Nelson. Let's bring on the Olympic strongman Ken Patera, accompanied by his manager, the Grand Wizard.
McMahon, I don't have to say a word. All you need to do is focus the camera on Ken Patera. Take a look at the body, take a look at the power, and check the hospitals to find out how many have gone in with a swinging neck breaker.
Notwithstanding your match just the other night, about a week ago with Bruno Sammartino, we're looking somehow, you and the Grand Wizard, your attorneys, whatever, you are somehow the #1 contender, either justifiable or not. Now that you are the #1 contender, Ken Patera, how will you cope with the skills of Bob Backlund?
You know, I love controversy. That's my bag. and I create controversy. When I'm in the ring, I create a riot. And Bobby Backlund, I'm going to destroy you and beat you once and for all because you are not a worthy champion. You're looking at the uncrowned champion, and when I'm through with you, you will be finished.